Go.
Hello YouTube, this is GHQ Tie, obviously for my own channel, but I suppose I could also do it for the Team GHQ channel, so yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, I'm blithering, so let's actually get on and do shit, because, you know, why not? Why the fuck not? Dare I say, why the fuck not? So, as you can tell, this is my Aster deck, because, you know, new flag, because I was lucky enough to pull that shit.
And is the Sugu fanboy.
Yeah, so naturally Aster.
So that works out fine.
Yeah. So, we'll jump straight into it with the Dragon Arms first, then we'll do the Neo Dragons and so on and so forth. We'll do things slightly different with this profile by doing weapons before we do spells, but here's the first one, is Artiliger. If, well, you know the drill. If it battles with a size 2 or less, nullify its effects. Good card, less so in this format, but it's still good if, say, Star can't get their Frozen Stars out. Speaking of Frozen Stars, 3 copies of Garbalanka, because we don't want them to get Frozen Stars off, because Frozen Star is a complete and utter bitch nugget, so we can't have that. So nullify spells. It also helps for the final push if you need to swing in for the win, and you'll see why when we jump into this next one.
I want chicken nuggets now.
Yeah, you do. You always want chicken nuggets.
You mentioned
next,
them.
Yes, I know. We have Radiant Alma, which is obviously your life. I can't speak. Life break, pay a gauge, and you can give your Neo Dragon double attack until the end of turn.
Always fun.
So 2 copies of that because it's useful, but we don't need to see it. Next, Siltfires.
With a cool artwork.
Yeah, it does have really cool artwork. But we play it. This is our Quiescence of Cassiade. So you can launch it from the soul to reduce the next damage you would take by 3, which is really good if, say, you're on Providence and they destroy Providence before you can do anything. Also, if you want to play mind games, so they either hit your Aster and kill a soul anyway, or you just reduce the attack. It's really good facing Sun Dragons, for example, because they can't bow you to death.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Next, some Jacks.
The cute one.
Yeah, the cute one.
With drum in it.
So, we've got our Jack SD, which is obviously free to call, and you can pay gauge to call a Neo Dragon from your drop zone by paying its call cost. That'll be a Jack, just so you know, because, you know, Jack. Anyway, Luminous Blue, 3 copies. This guy gains +1/+1 for every soul in cards on your field. So that includes him, any Neo Dragons, weapons, if you can do that, because Bushy Road, fuck you in not making Dragon Force a Neo Dragon, fuck you. But Soul Guard as well, obviously. So very good card. We have 4 copies of Quantum Ruler, which is Quantum Ruler clone, so we know what it does. Obviously, if you've got a Neo Dragon with Soul, you gain a gauge and you draw a card, which is useful. This is going to be slightly different for you guys. Only 2 copies now of Star Guardian, because obviously there's the counter timing where they can kill it before it gets a soul, which means it's dead. So I may phase him out, but I may not. He's still good. Those stats are solid. The 3 critical's nice, but we'll move on to the next one, which is why we cut him down.
It may come a one-off.
Yeah.
Which he hates.
Yeah, it totally won't. Now we have the full Liberate Jack, which is top deck soul on call for 1 gauge, and you can launch a Dragon Arms from its soul so it can stand again. So it's good against, say, you face Katana World and Snake Gaze, or if for some reason Tyrants are playing that really shitty card that rests the field. But yeah, it's a very good card. So use him with Alma and you've got a triple attacker. So it's a very nice card. But now onto our buddy. We know what Aster does by now. Obviously 4 copies, different artworks, because I'm a scrub. So this is obviously your can't be destroyed, can't take effect damage card. That 6k body is very nice. 6/6 for stats and then 3 crit. Obviously you can put it on top, or you can just call it out, which makes it damn good. But that is our buddy. I've gone over it so many times before. So Here's something else we've seen before. This time we only played 3, and I'll show you why in a minute. We've got Providence, which is it gains 1k for every card in the Soul of Neo Dragons on your field. So it can potentially be huge, and it has 2 crit, so it's a nice card. 1 gauge, and it gives all your jacks move, which is beautiful. I hate one-offs. We jump into one-offs next. Dragon Force. Obviously, release condition, 6 life or less, and you have a jack. Yeah, you're gonna, because this is a jack deck. Quadruple attack, 6/1, so very nice card. But because this is now a utility deck, and obviously you can tell by the Dragon Arms and the Neo Dragon choices, we want longevity. So we play Justice Form. Sorry, Style of Justice, because spell check and Japanese. But basically, this is your new form, and it nullifies abilities on your opponent's field. It's not life restricted, but its release condition is still Jack, and it's still 2 gauge, but 3 crit. Very nice. 6k power. But the reason we have a low weapon count is this.
I ruined your fun.
Yeah, you ruined my fun. Is Dragoner's Beat. We play Dragoner's Beat so we can search out either individual dragon forces so we can power up our weapons, or so we can get that first weapon if we need to start with it. So we're essentially playing 8 weapons. It's a very good card, very utility, and it can put you into life. So if you need life break. We have next some nullifies. Because we're playing Split Fighter, we don't need to play as many, so we play 3 Sonic moves, which is obviously Open Center Nullify, and 3 Mars Barriers. So essentially we're playing 9 nullifies, with only 6 being full nullifies, because we're a wall deck. Mars Barrier is the, if it's not a link attack, nullify the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have Jack History. Obviously our dual dragon / Star Dragon card. Choose a Jack in battle, give it 4/4 and counter attack. So this card is damn good. Don't underestimate it. This is why we play 3 copies, because we can make Aster 10k defense. Very solid. We have 3 Jack repairs. Obviously you need Jack on the field, and you gain a gauge and you choose a soul from your drop and stick it in your Neo Dragon. So amazing card. And last but not least, new spells. 2 copies of Liberate You. It's free to play, so long as you have a Neo Dragon with 2 or more souls, and then you kill a size 2 or less. Obviously, you side it out in your size 3 matchups, but it's a very good out to a lot of rush decks and so on. But if you like this profile, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, comment if you like, carry on, check out Team GHQ, and happy gaming.
Bye.